This young man left his country. It was in 2002. Decided, hey, listen, I got to get to America because it's a land of called what? Opportunity. And I got to get there. I don't know what I'm going to do, but as long as I get there, I got a shot. Ain't that a blessing? He knew that if he got to America, he had a shot. He had a shot at it, Mr. Julian Lewis. He had a shot because he knew in this country there was no shots. Folks, we are so blessed to live in this country, even those are in the other countries on the call. We have a shot. He said, if I could just get there, I could make it. And he got here, went to work at Applebee's, rolled the sleeves up. And then he heard he can make more money using his conversation he can using his hands, got started, built a massive organization. I remember when he first came on the scene, it was called the Wolf Pack. And he had none but all these young college kids walking through the international conventions. There were just swabs of them. There were just groups of them. I mean, they had to move out the way. It was just hundreds. I said, man, Wolf Pack. I said, man, what's the Wolf Pack? They go, Mr. Cooper got a Wolf Pack going. He's in all these college campuses. And man, he had a great thing going on. And as always, sometimes things happen. And they decided to go do something else. And he said, I picked himself up as a leader would, dusted himself off, and said, I'm going to go do it again. But this time, I'm going to build it right. And I've been watching him from the distance and been one of his admirers for all these years. And he will be the youngest senior vice president ACN has. You hear me? Let me say it again. He will be one of the youngest senior vice presidents ACN has. He already got 2 RVPs out the way. So we'll be celebrating him very soon and very shortly. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if he's in Baltimore, Maryland today. I don't know if he's in Miami, Florida today. I don't even know if he's in Dallas, Houston, Texas, because he bounced around more than I do. Without further ado, let's find out where he's at. The great one and only Regional Vice President, Mr. Shakeel Cooper.
I am actually in Naples, Florida. Look at the views. So, I was going to do the call on the Gulf of Mexico. It's 5 minutes down the street, but I'll do it from here. How you guys doing today? I'm excited to be back. Today we're just going to have a conversation. Today's going to be really excited because I'm fired up, I'm excited about life. And the reason why, because as I always tell you guys on the call, when you write down your goals, anything that you put in your mind can happen. When I tell you anything. For the people on the call who don't know who I am, I'll give you a quick background. My name is Shakeel Cooper. I'm currently 29 years old. Got started in business October 2013. It's been so long. Next year, we'll make it 10 years. My 10th year anniversary. When I'm 30 years old, it's my 10th year anniversary in business. Think about that. How many people can say, by the time I turn 30 years old, I've been in business for 10 years straight, literally. So for me, I just love business. But what I loved about ACN was that it gave me the opportunity. And today, I'm just going to have a conversation with the people in the call that don't really understand the value that you can get from just being a part of this company. The people, just having access to people like Mr. Thomas and things like that. Because for me, when I got involved in the company, I had no business. I knew nothing about business. I was just a college kid working at Applebee's. Like, man, I'm trying to get rich. But I didn't have anyone around me that was rich. I didn't have anyone around me that owned any type of businesses other than my stepdad, but he owned a painting company, and I don't do too much labor work. That's just me. So I wanted to find out a way, man, how can you make money using your mind? Because I was never the guy that changed tires, and I don't use my hands. The most I work out is at the gym. I don't really do any type of physical labor. But what I understood was that if you use your mind and you become a valuable person and you gain information every single day, you could do anything. So when I tell people all the time, I'm like, bro, ACN was easy to me because guess what? It's a mindset thing. Because if you're telling yourself every single day, getting customers is hard, talking to people is hard, doing a business is hard, what do you think is going to happen? Everything is going to be hard because guess what? You always heard this growing up, right? Life and death is in the power of the what? The tongue. So even though something might be hard, why would you say that it's going to be hard when you can say it's going to be easy? So to the average person, ACN is hard to them. But to me, ACN is easy. Even though it's not really easy, I'm going to speak and say that it's easy because I know that my words are very powerful. So again, all I did was I spoke everything that I always wanted out of the business. I told people, man, I'm going to be the youngest to do this. I'm going to do this. Everything that I ever did in the business, I told people. And if I haven't done it yet, I promise you it's going to happen. Because it all starts in belief for yourself. And listen, the comp plan is always going to change. The service is always going to change. A lot of things are going to change. Think about it right now. We went from doing meetings in person to doing things. Everything around you is going to change. But guess what? The only thing that you can control changing? You. You can't change nobody but you. So again, if things are always going to change and you can't control it, why not put your focus on controlling things that you can change? And the first step, and I always tell people all the time, is your mindset. Because if your mindset not right, listen, you will not be successful. I don't care how hard you work, because you'll always talk yourself out of real success. Because at the end of the day, you did network marketing for what? What's your goal? What's your purpose? If you don't have any goals or any purpose, you're just doing this to make some money, you can go deliver pizza on the weekend. You can do Instacart. You can go drive Uber. You can go, it's many other ways to make some extra money. But if you want to build something that's real, that you can pass down to your kids one day, something that you can make enough money where you can have other investments while you still doing ACN. Because at the end of the day, the name of the game is what? To become financially free. But ACN, there's no other business that I know where someone can come in with no business background, know nothing about business, but just want to become a student of the industry. I care more about learning than making money, because guess what? One thing that they can never take away from me is the knowledge and the information I've gained. You can listen, I've lost a lot of money. I've cars, I lost home. Listen, but guess what they haven't took from me? The most important asset is what you put up here. People spend money on clothes, shoes, going to the club, bottles, but guess what? When the last time you went to the store and got a book? When the last time you even read a book? When the last time you even watched something that can change your life? Because at the end of the day, the difference between me and the average person is that I pour into me every single day. Right before I got in the car, I'm working. So I was doing physical labor earlier, helping out my mentor with one of the rental properties here. I'm doing concrete. I never done. I'm over here like, man, I don't even know what I'm doing. But guess what? I'm learning. Because now that I have my own rental properties, these are some of the things that I'm going to have to do. But guess what? It's all about the information. It's always about learning new things. It's always about growing. Because if you're not growing, then guess what happened? You're not growing. It is what it is. You're not, at the end of the day, no matter what tools or tricks, I can't give you no tricks. I can only tell you that you have to become a person that want to be a student of life. ACN is not hard, people. It's not hard. But if you don't want to grow, if you don't want to learn new things, if you don't look at it as fun, like, okay, don't look at it like, man, I had a bunch of losses. No, you had a bunch of lessons. Because if you're not learning, then you're not growing. Stop being scared to talk to people. I tell people this all the time. Listen, I'm young. I'm from Baltimore City. I got braids. I got beard. To the average person, when I dress up, I look like a rapper. They think I'm a rapper until I open up my mouth. And it's just like, man, even though people judge you on the outside, once you open up your mouth and you start talking to people, guess what? All of that goes out the window. Because that's why I'm able to talk to someone that's 80 years old, someone that's 18 years old, someone that's black, white, Chinese. It don't matter what background you have. I can have a conversation with any type of person in this world, and they'll feel comfortable. Why? Because guess what? I understand the people business. You got to be a people person. And the only thing that people care about is what? What you say out of your mouth. So if you're talking to people, you want to meet a successful person, you can't just have nothing of value to offer. See, the reason why people are scared to talk to people, and this might be a surprise, because you ain't got nothing to talk about. Or you have nothing of value to talk about. Because the average person, they talk about what's going on in the news. They talk about, man, I don't even know what's going on in the world because I live in my own world. I don't know what is a recession. I don't know what that is, because in my world, there's no such thing as a recession. Because what's going on in the outside world doesn't affect me. And the reason why I don't, because you have the opportunity to create the lifestyle that you want. Because right now, there's people that's struggling. But right now, there's also people that's becoming more wealthy as they ever been. Because most business owners, they become more richer and wealthier during a recession. It's only people with a poor mindset that's running around like a chicken with their head cut off, stressed out, worried about what's going on in the world, when you don't understand that, yeah, there's a lot of people hurting, but guess what? there's a lot of more businesses that's thriving. It's all about your perception of life. If you don't change your perception, then nothing is going to change. That's why I tell people all the time, you can get on these calls every single week. You can talk to, man, you can talk to everybody. You can talk to a person that come down from the sky. And guess what? If you don't put any work behind whatever you believe in, you're not going to get it. Everything starts right here. I tell people all the time, I can't do the work for you. I can't motivate you. You have to be self-motivated. You got to want it. You got to wake up every single day like, man, I want this. I want this to work. Literally. I don't know what a rest day is. People here, yeah, you can do what you want to do. You know, you can go to the beach, but guess what? I can't remember last time I got in the water at a beach. And I done been to more beaches than the average person. And they've been in the water, but guess what? They're not where they're supposed to be. Because they care more about having fun than setting up themselves so that when times like this happen right now in the world, you can put yourself in a position where you can change your family forever. Do you understand that right now is the best time to really go hard in network marketing? Why? Because guess what? Everybody's mindset is totally different. People are more open to opportunities. People are not like, man, I just need one more job. People can't survive with one job no more. They can't do it. I don't care. Listen, I can't remember the last time that someone told me, man, I'm okay with my one job. Everybody I talk to now, guess what? Man, I need more money. Man, I need more money. They don't care where it's from. They just need more money. I see people doing a bunch of different little side gigs in order to make money because guess what? People's mindset have changed. So if people's mindsets have changed, why would you not want to put yourself out there where people are now running to you to do business with you? I don't even chase people no more for business. Listen, it's people that I know, man, they call me and text me all the time like, man, they chasing me now. They've been chasing me, but now that it's where the world is at right now, they want information. They want a mentor. They want someone to pour into them. But if you have nothing of value to pour into other people, why do you expect to build a large team? Why do you expect people to follow you if you have nothing of value to offer? Listen, the greatest thing in this world to do is to inspire other people. If you're taking notes, I want you to write that down. The greatest thing in the world that you can do is inspire other people. Because at the end of the day, your goal is to inspire people to do better. Because if you're not inspiring people to do better, then what are you really doing in this life? It's not about us. And that's why I love network marketing, because if you change your mindset from, man, I'm just trying to make some money to, no, I'm trying to help a lot of people. The more people that you help, the more money you'll make. The reason why I'm still successful to this day, because I know in my heart that I've poured into a lot of people and made their lives better from the moment I've met them. Ask yourself this question. How many people's lives have gotten better since you got into their life? Ask yourself, how many people's lives have you impacted? And you can honestly say, man, look at this person today. They're a totally different person because I came a part of their life. See, me, I can say that. That's why I have so much confidence in myself, because I know for a fact that I'm actually helping people. I care about helping people. The reason why I might get in financial bonds or anything like that is because I'm always helping people. But it's in my heart, because if you don't help other people get what they want, you will never get what you want. The business is simple. Help people. How do you help people? By becoming a better you. Because if you can't help yourself, how do you expect to help other people? It wouldn't work. If you're not confident, how would you put confidence in other people? If you don't feel highly about yourself, how can you make somebody else feel highly about yourself? To some people, I'm confident. To some people, I'm cocky. But to me, I don't care what you think about me, because I believe in me and I don't need nobody else to believe in me. And that's why I will be successful at anything that I do, because I have the confidence and I tell myself, man, I'm going to be successful at this no matter what, because guess what? I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to fail. I failed my way to the top. To most people, it looks like an overnight success, but when you do it every single day, it's not overnight. I've been working every single day since October 2013, October 27th. I've been working nonstop. I don't know what a day off is. And I can take a day. I'm hustling. Listen, I'm mentally so tired. And I said on a call, I flew to Naples on Monday. I was so tired. I went to the wrong airport. I missed my flight. I was stuck in Dallas for about 7 hours. And I didn't get here until maybe 7, 8 o'clock at night. Why? I'm working. And sometimes it happens. I never miss my flights. But when you grind, you hustling, it happens. But I'd rather I didn't know what's funny about that. I didn't even feel bad because I told myself, man, you just tired, bro. You've been working hard. When the last time you told yourself, man, I've been working hard? And you didn't blame the airport. You didn't blame it. I blame myself. I'm like, man, I'm tripping. I'm tired. See, I'm not scared to blame myself. I'm willing to take, okay, if I fail, I lost. All right, cool, man. You learn from it and go do it again. See, the reason that most people are not successful because when they fail or something bad happens or don't go the way that they plan for it to go, they stop. And the reason why they stop because they care about what other people think about them. Yeah, you've been in business for a couple of years and you're not at the top of the company yet, but it doesn't matter. If you ever saw the video of the two people that's chipping away at the rock, and then there's one person that was this close, and they just went one more day, one more week, one more event, and they just did a little bit more, everything was right there for them. But they turned around and look, you probably, if you haven't read the book, go read the book, Think and Grow Rich. He talks about it. The diamond mine. The guy that was just chipping away for the diamond, chipping away for diamonds, the land of gold. And then guess what happened? He walked away. And then somebody else came, bought the land, and they did a little bit of chipping. And then guess what? The whole entire land was covered in diamonds and gold. Most people, they quit too early. You quit. Listen, most success happens when it looked like it's not going to happen. I'm going to give you a tip if you're taking notes. Listen, when things in your life seem like it's not going the way that you want it to go, if you just go a little bit harder, you're going to be on the other side of success. So when tough times came, I just keep going. People are like, how did you figure it out? I just keep going. It's no secret to, you just got to keep going. You got to have the same, listen, I'm excited today as I was almost 10 years ago. This is me. This is not an act. This is me. I'm fired up about my future because I know that if I just keep pouring into my mind, I can do anything that I want to do. It's nothing that I can't do. It's nothing. It's just only a matter of time. And if you're on this call right now, I want you to just have the same mindset. Because if you have the same mindset, everything else in the business is easy work. You can get to SCP. It's easy. But if you have the right mindset, you're not going to get there. So a lot of times, if you're on this call right now, I want you to understand, stop making it more complicated than it needs to be. Stop blaming the company for why you're not where you need to be. ACN don't need to change anything. You need to change something because the company is the same for everybody. Why are there people that's having massive success and then why is people that's struggling? We have the same comp plan, the same business, the same everything, the same trainings, the same everything. What is the key factor? The people. And what's the key factor in the people? It's not your skin color. It's not your background. It's your mindset. It's your mindset. There's people that probably came from a wealthier background than me, and they having a hard time becoming successful in ACN. I'm like, bro, I came from the hood. I was Applebee's. I didn't know nothing about business. And I've been creating records in the company since day one. Why? Because my mindset. I told myself I was going to do it, and I just did it. I'm not focusing on what I can do. I'm focusing on what I can do. So at the end of the day, it all starts with you. Don't blame nobody else because I'm gonna say this real quick. And I'm sorry, I'm just being real with y'all on the call today. I'm giving it to y'all really raw and uncut. I might go down to the pool and finish this conversation because right now I'm giving away so much game that if you just take it and apply it, listen, you will never have to struggle in life anymore. There's people that they got a job and they lazy at work and then expect to be successful in business. How does that work? You got to work hard at your job because how you do one thing is how you do everything. You can't be lazy at work and then think you're going to be super busy when you start a business. No, you're going to be lazy in business, same way you was lazy at your job. I was always the hardest working person at Applebee's. I worked every single day. I never called off for work when I had a job. Not one time in my life have I ever called in work and said, man, I can't come in today. Why? Because guess what? I'm a hustler. I go get it because you can't make money and excuses at the same time. So me giving excuses, it's not going to help me make any money. So guess what? Remove your excuses and go get the money. And a lot of time people don't like talking about money. Why? Because most people don't got any. But we're going to talk about money today. Go get you some money. When you go get you some money, it'll change about how you feel about yourself. It'll change your lifestyle. It'll change your mindset. I don't want to be in the hood no more. Where I was at yesterday, and I'm going there today, listen, I'm eating dinner with millionaires. I'm on a private beach looking over the Gulf of Mexico, not the Atlantic Ocean. That's in Miami. That's cool. Anybody can go to Miami. I'm the only person that look like me where I'm at right now. And it makes me feel good because I came from the hood in Baltimore. Now I'm hanging with millionaires. Now I'm staying at $1 million crib. From the hood, dirty alleys, people selling drugs on the corner, no type of success. Now I'm in Naples, Florida, driving G-Wagons, living in, come on, partnering with people that got multiple properties, business partners. Like, think about it. I'm a young guy from Baltimore City. What am I doing here? I feel comfortable here. Why? Because I belong here. I belong in these $1 million houses. This is normal. I want it to be my weekend house. I want a different house for every day of the week. That's what I want. I want multiple houses in the same community. I want houses on the beach. Listen, if you don't want more out of life, you'll never get more out of life. People don't got dreams. That's why they don't get to where they need to go, because you don't have dreams. You got to have dreams. You got to have visions. You can't say you want to become a millionaire. Why do you want to become a millionaire? Why wouldn't you not want to become a millionaire? Listen, if you said that money don't mean nothing to you, but you get up every single day and work 40 to 60 hours a week just to pay bills, then you're lying to yourself. Because everybody needs money. You just don't believe in yourself enough to put your goals out there to say, you know what, man, I want that big house, because you're not willing to work for it. But when you're willing to work for something, oh, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. So again, it goes back to ACN. Everything came on from your mindset. The reason why I'm still here than everybody else done quit on me throughout. All my friends quit on me throughout the journey. All of them. Or they struggling, because guess what? I always had the mindset like, man, I'm going to be successful no matter what's going on. And I've dealt with more tough times in this company and more betrayal than the average person from people that I've helped. But guess what I'm still doing to this day? Still help. My phone don't stop ringing. Because I'm helping people. Jim Rohn said you get paid for the value that you bring to the marketplace. What value are you bringing to the marketplace? What value are you bringing to the company? The value that I brought into ACN that made me who I am today was that I was one of the first young people that created a movement where young people from, listen, I was the youngest person when I came in ACN. I literally probably see maybe 2-3 other young people. Then after a year, the arena was mostly young people. Am I lying? Am I lying? Think about it. If you've been in ACN for some time, we can agree that you saw an influx of a lot of young people over the past few years, right? But guess what those young people was doing? They was having success. And I'm not going to take all of the credit, but I know when I came in the game, I changed the game forever. I am the Michael Jordan of ACN. And the reason why, because how many people you know have came in from where I came from and since day one done what I've been able to do, and I'm still here to this day. And I'm only getting better with time. And if you don't feel like that about yourself, then you got to go look at yourself in the mirror. I'm telling people all the time, listen, you got to love yourself more than you love anything. Because if you love yourself, you'll pour into yourself. You'll invest into yourself. You'll invest in the information. You'll get around the right people, the right information. I've paid thousands of dollars to have mentors to teach me the information that they know. I'm not scared to invest into myself. I'm willing to go broke over and over and over and over, because guess what? This right here is $1 billion worth of information and nobody can take it from me. I'll be successful for the rest of my life because I have things that people need, which is what? Information that can change their situation. I was just talking to Eric Thomas on Monday at the airport. We was talking for like 10 minutes. I met him before, and he talking to me like a regular cat. Like, yeah, man, you know somebody from Alabama. This Eric Thomas, because of the conversation we having, he's a motivational speaker, but he's talking to me like I'm on the same level as him. Even though I am, but you know, it's a whole different story. But just the fact that someone has his success, we having regular conversation tomorrow. And I know groupie, hey, I didn't even ask you a picture. I took a picture with him already in the past. But just the fact that someone as successful as him would take time out of his busy schedule to willingly talk to me. It wasn't like, I'm like, man, ask him a million questions. No, I just said, hey, man, you was at the event in Atlanta? He was like, yeah, man, we did. Like, he was talking to me. And the reason why he kept talking to me, because when I opened my mouth, I had something of value to talk about. I wasn't talking about, hey, did you hear what happened with Donald Trump in the White House? Man, I don't care what's going on in the White House. What's going on in your house? I don't care what's going on in the world. Because how does that affect you? It doesn't. People pour so much time and energy into things that has nothing to do with improving their life. I keep telling y'all, stop watching TV. Throw away the TV. You shouldn't even have a TV in your house. Because what do you get out of watching TV? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. You're watching other people live their life instead of actually going out there and build a life. Stop watching the news. Because all you're gonna do is see negativity, and then it's gonna put you in a state like, man, the world is crazy. Like, what is going on? But guess what? The people that don't watch the news, man, life is amazing. I was talking to a lady the other day, and she's like in her 70s, and I'm like, I'm gonna live till I'm 100+ years old. And I've been saying this my whole life. She's like, I don't want to live till I'm 100 years old. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, because you broke, you ain't got no money, you have no success in life, you hate life. But to a person that love life, oh, I don't want to leave here no time soon. I need at least 100. I need to say 1993 to what's it? 2093. I gotta be here for at least 100, and 100 is too short. That's why I eat healthy. That's why I changed my diet. Why? Because guess what? I can't say that I want to live to be 100 years old and I'm eating McDonald's every single day. I'm drinking coffee every single day, the first thing I wake up in the morning. People don't even drink water and expect to be healthy. Like, come on. It's like the little simple things. And it sounds crazy, but it also affects your success. I look younger today at 29 years old than I did at 20 years old. I feel better today at 29 years old than I did at 18 years old. Don't you look at some people and you're like, man, they're getting older, but they're getting younger. They looking younger. Look at Mr. Thomas. He can pass for 35 years old. He can pass for 35, grow a nice little beard, put the Cartiers on. Why? Because he take care of himself. So at the end of the day, you got the choice. You can do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, you can't say that you want something and you're not willing to put it. Listen, I want to eat steak. I miss it. I love chicken. Well, guess what? I don't want to be 200 pounds. I don't want to be tired every single day. I want to have that energy where I only need 4 or 5 hours worth of sleep and I'm back at it. I wake up before the sun comes up. You need energy. You can't say that you want to be successful and then you're tired every single day. I'm tired every now and then because I'm grinding every single day. But if you're not hustling every single day building your business, you should have no excuses. Zero. Remove every excuse. I don't even let people come to me with excuses no more because I'm going to tell you straight up. Or work on yourself and then come back and talk to me. Because I know I couldn't give nobody excuses because guess what? Nobody's going to take care of me and nobody's going to take care of my son but me. And if you got kids on this call and you're not really putting in that work, I don't care if you're 60 years old. You got grandkids. You got people that's dependent on you. It ain't about you. The reason why more people are not successful because it's all about them. It's all about me. I need this, man. Listen, nobody cares about your feelings. Remove your feelings because your feelings are going to keep you stuck exactly where you at. I don't feel like talking to this person. I don't feel like going here. It ain't about your feelings. Your feelings is why you're in the situation you are now. Because you care too much. You got too many feelings. Remove your feelings. There's no emotions in business. And it sounds crazy, but there's none. It's business. In businesses, as a boss, you can't give excuses to your employees because if you own a business and you're giving your employees excuses, what do you think your employees are going to give you? The same thing. And it's just going to be a cycle of excuses. And now you got a company where everybody just give excuses. And ain't no excuses. Either you did it or you didn't. Either you want it or you don't. There's no in between. There's no feelings involved in business. So again, if you're on this call and you're having a hard time getting to where you need to be in the business, it's because you let your emotions and your feelings dictate how hard you work or who you talk to or, oh, I don't have the money. Yeah, you don't have the money because you just said you don't have the money. So a lot of times people tell me things and I'm like, bro, you just answered your question. The reason why you ain't got no money is because you just told me you don't have no money. Why would the universe give you money? You're repelling money. Some people hate money secretly. When they see successful people, how do you expect to be successful and you envy successful people? Because you can't envy something and expect to have it for yourself. You can't. You can't say, man, rich people are, they're scumbags. They just take advantage of people and then you expect to become rich one day. No, I love wealthy people. I love money. Money's not a bad thing because listen, it only amplifies who you are. So if you're a good person with money, you're going to do great things with it. If you're a bad person with money, you're going to do bad things with it. So again, money is not the factor, but it's the person that you are. Start caring about other people and stop caring about yourself. Remove yourself out of the situation. I'm working so hard, man. I ain't never worked so hard in my life. I'm talking about physical work, mental work, it's work. That's why I go to the gym 6 days a week now. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to keep going. And because I know that I hate going to the gym. You follow me on Instagram, you see me in the gym every day, man, I be tired. But when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, I brush my teeth, put my stuff together, I go straight to, it's the first thing I do. Why? Because it sets the tone for the rest of my day. If I'm just drained and who want to talk to somebody that's just, every time you talk to them, they're like, man, today was just like, no, man, have a backbone, have some energy to you. Because you just like everybody else in the world, walking around with their head down, sad, looking for somebody to come. Nobody's coming to save you. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming out of the sky. Nobody's coming out to save you. Only you is going to save you. And once you put it all on you, then guess what? You can't blame nobody. Because I'm going to end it with this real quick, right? You know what's funny to me? When people become successful or they have some success, man, it's all me. I did it. But when they fail or they go through a tough time, they blame everybody else. They blame everybody else when they failing, but they take all the credit when they're successful. Why not just take the credit if you are successful and if you're not successful at the moment? I don't blame nobody for anything that goes on in my life. It's me. I take full responsibility because I'm willing to do the work to change it. You got to have that. Listen, some people are like, man, I'm too old. No, you're not. If you woke up today, you have the opportunity to become better. Eat better. Start jogging. Listen, get your energy up. I even see people on this call and they can't even sit up straight. It's like, come on, get a backbone, wake up. Because people don't want to be around people that's just, you want to be around someone that's fire you up, that's giving you life. That's why every time Mr. Thomas gives him a call, he always fired up. Because that's the type of people that you want to be around. That's the type of people that you want to be around. So for me, it's just more of, man, like, I'm trying to get it through people's mind, like what to do, but it's like, man, if you're not willing to put in no work, then just keep doing what you've been doing. Just keep doing what you've been doing, because this conversation I'm having on the phone with you is conversations I have with people every single day. I keep it real. Ain't nothing gonna change until you change. It's nothing gonna get better until you get better. Your financial situation is not gonna change until you change your financial habits. There's some people, they work, as soon as they get their check, they can't wait to go to the bar and blow it. But when last time you picked up a book? But if I asked you when last time you picked up a beer, you would say it was yesterday. People invest in a 12-pack than a book that can change their life that costs the same price. You go to Barnes & Noble, get the book Think and Grow Rich. For the same price, you get a 24-pack of beer, but the 24-pack of beer is going to give you a hangover the next day. But the book is going to change your mindset so that you wake up the next day, you fired up, you ready to go. So again, it's all about perception. It's all about you. So even though we're going to have these calls and you get motivated and all of that, guess what? Ain't nothing going to change until you make a change. I'm just here to be the messenger. I'm just here to be the messenger. And you know what? I wish I had people in my life talk to me the way I'm talking to y'all earlier. I'd be probably successful. I'd probably be a millionaire by 21 years old. If I had someone talking to me like this at 13 years old. But I didn't. I got involved in ACN and got around better people that changed my mind. So that's why I tell people, stop looking at how much money you made in ACN and look at the value, look at the relation, look at the people that you get to connect with. How many people that you know that you can be connected with a millionaire that want to help you? The average millionaire don't want to help nobody. They already made it. But the fact that people in ACN have been successful and they still take time out of their busy schedule to pour into you Instead of you looking at it and being appreciative of it, you're looking at it like, oh, you're supposed to do this. Mr. Thomas ain't got to do nothing. He gonna kick his feet up. But he still choose to help y'all. And it's not going to be like this forever. So guess what? Take advantage of it while you have it. See, I'm here with my mentor right now. He just came to pick me up. You know, we about to go do some more work. He been my mentor for next year. I'm making 10 years. I stuck this close with my mentor. Why? Because guess what? He changed my life. I told him today, I'm like, man, I can't wait so I can send you on a month-long vacation and pay for everything, bro. Because he poured into me when my close family members didn't pour into me. So if you have someone that's been pouring into you, you should value that. Value Mr. Thomas even putting on these calls because he don't have to do it. And I definitely don't have to do it because all of the game I'm giving y'all, listen, I told y'all before, people are going to be charging, they're going to be charged at least $100,000 for an hour of me talking like this one day. And I'll show y'all the check in the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, you got $100,000 to talk for an hour on the stage. Yup, I'm worth it. But the reason why, because I've been working hard. I put in the time. I went through the failures. How you going to teach someone how to get out of something that you never been in before? How you going to teach someone how to make money? You never made money before. Go make the money. But it's not going to be easy. But once you go through the failures and you make it, you can't teach someone to be healthy if you're not healthy. So everything I'm telling y'all is because I did it. I've been on the other side. I've been at Applebee's 2 for $20, getting $3.63 an hour. And then I got to the point where I'm making more money in 1 month than the average person might not even make in a year. But what was the difference? I poured into myself at Applebee's. I poured into Applebee's. Hey, you want a 2 for 20? Come on. How are you going to get rich selling people 2 for 20s? And they only tipping you $3. They give you $25. And the bill comes to $21.50. And then you got $3.53 per table. Come on. You can't get rich doing that. But when I started going to events, when I started just becoming a student of the industry, like network, I love network marketing. Why? Because everything is network marketing. It's a tool that you can use for the rest of your life. Because of network marketing and the ACN, I know how to talk to people. Because of network marketing and the ACN, I know how to just dream again. I didn't have no dreams at Applebee's. But when I got involved in ACN, man, you can't tell me anything. I told myself, listen, I rarely wear watches. Why? Because if I can't, listen, if it's not a Rolex gold presidential that's going to be on my wrist, I don't want a watch on my wrist. I don't want diamonds in my watches either. Why? Because guess what? It's a timepiece. It goes up in value. When you know better, you do better. So every time I see somebody with a bunch of aftermarket diamonds on their watch, I'm like, you just threw money in the trash. But when I see someone that got that plain Jane, I'm like, man, that's $50, $60, $70, $80,000 on their wrist. And you can go back and sell it and get more for it. So for some people, things are an asset. And for some people, it's a liability. And it's the same thing. Some people, they go spend $100,000 on a car and waste money on it. And then some people, they buy a $100,000 car and then they rent it out for $300, $400 a day. Everything in my life is an asset. So now my new title, I'm an asset manager. I help people manage their assets, which is what? Your mind. This is your biggest asset right here. Because once you got the information, so if you stick close with me, man, I can't wait till I'm 40. Ain't no telling where I'll be by 40. When I tell people, man, I plan on retiring at 35, when I say retire, I'm talking about just physical labor. Because I'll pay other people to do what I want. I don't even cook no more. I stopped cooking. I want to pay people to make my food now. I can cook all. Guess what? The whole point of life is to pay other people to do the things that you don't want to do. If that's not living life, then what you really doing? You only got one life to live. Live it to the fullest. Experience it to the fullest. Memories over money. But you need money in order to have memories. Good memories. So again, I mean, we can go on and on, but I think I gave y'all a lot today. I'm fired up about life because I remember where I came from and look where I'm at now. From having no excuses and work ethic. No rich daddy, no family come from money, nothing. I'm the most successful person in my family. I'm the only person in my family that don't got to be a slave to a 9-to-5 or even their own business. What's the difference between me and them? Instead of me partying and doing a whole bunch of things, I just poured into myself. I just worked hard. I just grinded. I gave no excuses. When I lost everything, guess what? I got on my feet and I got it back times 10. You know how many people left me when they thought I lost everything? They didn't know that I was knocking down the house to build a mansion, and now these people can't even get in contact with me no more. Why? Because guess what? They didn't see the vision. Don't see the vision after the finished product. I need you to see the vision when I told you what I'm going to do. Most people want to come around when it's time to party, but when it's time to clean up and it's time to do some work, where they at? So you catch me, there's nobody in my passenger seat, but there's my son in my back seat. I don't hang with too many people because most people don't really want to put in the work with you. They just rather celebrate with you. And we ain't doing that no more. I had too many people celebrated off of my success and my hard work. And then when times got tough, they ran. They disappeared. Best friends, all kind of stuff. So now guess what? The only people that's going to be reaping success with me is the people that continue to help me get to where I'm trying to go. Because if you help me get to where I'm trying to go, guess what? I'm going to bring you up with me. But if you don't have that type of mindset, good luck. Good luck getting far dealing with people. Because if you're not a people person, people don't like you. If people can't refer you to, it's like you got to be a likable person. You know how many people I talk to every single day that had experiences dealing with other companies, other business, things like that. And when they talk to me, they're like, man, like, bro, you actually pick up your phone. You actually talk to me. You actually listen to me. Like, people get real results because I understand that you got to be a person of value. Because everybody is selling somebody something. What makes you stand out? The reason why my team is still here today and they ain't going nowhere, because I was always there for them. When my leaders was broke, when they had nothing left, I got a condo with them. I made sure they wasn't homeless. I let my team sleep. I remember one time I had about 15 people living in my house, rent free. Just do ACN. I'm 22, 23 years old, paying rent and letting people live and trash my house. I can't even get a good night of sleep. They want to party all night, but guess what? Y'all making money, cool. We all making money, man. People sleeping on, man, I had people sleeping in the bathroom, people sleeping on the couch. It's like, I had about 3 homes that I let the team just do what you want to do. 50, 60 people doing power hours. Man, I remember the police kicked down the door, ran through, because they thought we were selling drugs in there. Because there was so many people coming in and out, but guess what? We was doing power hours. I'm in a rich community, and they see all these young kids that look like me coming in and out of here. Like, what y'all doing? Driving foreign cars? And like, they ain't never seen this before in Baltimore. But they didn't understand that we business owners. But I'm telling you, it's what happens. But once you change your mindset, you get around different people. It's just like you get influenced. You want better. So I know that it's a mindset thing. Change your mind and you can change your life. It's no different between me and anybody else. It's just, man, I believe that I can do and have anything that I want. And I don't care what nobody think about it. I just don't care what other people think about. Listen, if you're not helping me get to where I'm trying to go in life, your opinion don't matter. And I'm not going to ask you for your opinion, period. I only value people's opinion that have what I want. And it's not always about money. Some people might not have money, but they got peace. And I value peace. So again, I don't even know what more to tell y'all. I'm fired up. I'm ready to jump in the pool. And I ain't getting in the pool because I just got my hair done, but I'm fired up. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys were able to get something from today's call and just remove all the excuses. Just stop giving excuses and just get to work. Straight up, just get to work. Say, Mr. Thomas, what I got to do and go do it. Don't say, Mr. Thomas, what I got to do. And then you come back 2 days later and then you asking me the same questions. Mr. Thomas, man, go talk to somebody else. Stop complaining. Stop crying. Grow a backbone. Go talk to people. How hard is it to talk to people? You ain't scared to talk to people about the negative things that's going on in the world. Why are you scared to talk to people about something that can change their life? The reason why, because that's all you know. So again, I passed the call to Mr. Thomas, and that's all I got for y'all today. Next week, I'll be on the East Coast. I'll be in Maryland. So y'all got Houston last week. Y'all got Naples, Florida today. And then y'all got Baltimore next Wednesday.